What's up, everybody? My name's Bob.
My name's Builder.
And today we're going to show you how to build some profits. We're too cheesy. Oh my god. So my name's Caleb. And this is
Weston.
So we're mentors in the Flipping Wheels group. This morning we had a really good live call with the team. And one of the really interesting topics that came up was buying a salvage title car. So as we Weston and I talked about it, it doesn't really happen that much out there, like salvage title, or I guess it does, but they're not as accepted out there as they are out here. Is that right?
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah,
and it's like every third car salvaged here.
Yeah,
maybe half.
No, yeah, I'd say quarter to a third.
Okay, in Arkansas, it's like 1 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 12 maybe.
No, it's pretty common, and out here meaning in Arizona, like pretty much the West Coast, like California.
And then Arkansas, you said that.
Pretty similar, yeah.
Okay.
And he's in Arkansas. So yeah, I would definitely say that out here it is definitely has a negative connotation, which is what we want to make this video about, and kind of talk about some of those myths that are true about salvage title cars, and some of those things that aren't as bad, So I'll definitely say there's really not much good things to say about a salvage title car, except for the fact that the price you can really, I would say, even half off, honestly.
Yeah.
On a salvage title
definitely
car,
almost half off on a lot of stuff.
Exactly. If you're mechanically inclined and you're able to actually look at the frame damage, look at the engine, and see well it's been
repainted. Exactly. If it was done professionally, if it was done.
All that stuff. If you're able to actually, and you know the car really, really well, and you're educated in what the type, common problems are in that car and what to look for, and you're able to really evaluate and see, hey, I'm going to be able to buy this, and it's not going to just take a dump on me in the next couple months, then I'd say absolutely go for it, because you're going to get a really good deal. I've bought a salvage title car before. I bought a Civic pretty similar to this one, or I'm sorry, it was an Accord. I bought a Honda Accord 2007. It only had 120,000 miles, and I was telling Weston in our Flipping Wheels private call this morning that it was actually one of the best running cars I've ever had. That thing was absolutely fantastic. I got it for, I want to say $3,000, but this was 5 years ago. So at the time,
big difference.
At the time, it'd be a 2013 now.
Yeah,
what I mean? So it was fantastic, and I ended up actually driving it for a little over a year and a half, and still was able to sell it for even more than what I paid for it. So that's definitely one of the pros. Let's talk about some of the cons. So we talked about this too, and I want to ask you about this, because out here there's a whole inspection process that has to happen. So basically, what happens, if you're not familiar with what a salvage title even is once a car gets in an accident and it is deemed by the insurance company too expensive to repair, so they'd rather just write you a check for the car.
Yeah.
They'll then salvage the title for the car, meaning that it was basically totaled, and then basically from there it can't be driven. Once it's got a salvage title, it can't be driven on the roads here. Then what you can do once you have a salvage title, if it's repaired properly and up to safety standards, because it has to be safe for everyone else on the road, not just yourself, then you can go to the DMV or go to a mechanic, repair it, have everything professionally fixed, then take it for inspection to the DMV, and then the DMV will say, hey, look, it's good to go, it's road safe and ready. Then it doesn't go back to clean title. Right. Then it goes to rebuilt title. Yeah, rebuilt title.
And they look different, right? Does your title looks different? Rebuilt title look different?
No, it still looks the same. It just has a different stamp.
Okay, ours, if it's rebuilt, it'll be red, and the outside. So
maybe that's why everyone's so afraid of it.
Yeah, it's bright red instead of a blue title that's looks inviting. The title itself is holy.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's maybe why I did.
The borders of it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it's just literally, it looks the exact same. It just has a new stamp. It'll say it's salvage or rebuild.
Yeah.
So it's super small. Maybe that's why a lot of people don't really care.
Yeah. Yeah, because
it's part of the government's secret plan. They're let's get more.
Red's no-go. Yeah, on a title, it's such a big deal.
I'd be a little, sure intimidated.
So, in Arkansas, I would say some of the negatives are that it can limit your audience potentially quite a bit, because it can just steer they like the car, right? Mm-hmm. They like the price, right? They message you. They're expecting all these things. They probably see the mileage on the listing, and then they get the message, oh no, it's rebuilt, and it just pushes them away because they're expecting, all that they're meeting. It's meeting everything, and that's never really something that, most people don't just want a salvage title.
Definitely.
And if they do, it's I would say just for the price.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I would say like my last thing about salvage title is, other than like make sure you do due diligence, is also everyone's gonna tell you a story about like how, like every single time I've ever contacted somebody about like a salvage title, I'm like, hey, what was the accident like?
Yeah.
And they have a story that's like completely, oh no, it was just a tiny little side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No one wants
to tell you this thing was like head-on collision with a semi.
Because they want the money, right?
Exactly.
So that's like the number one thing I would say is, if you don't know much about cars, I would just straight up say stay away.
Yeah.
If you know a lot about cars, I would ask questions like, where was it hit at? Was it hit in the front, the rear, the side?
Pull up the Carfax.
Right, because if it was hit in the front, there could be a lot of front end damage.
Were the airbags deployed?
Yeah, were the airbags deployed?
That's a big one.
Things like that. So, but if you are mechanically inclined, I would ask questions like that, which you already would know. But if you're not, I would just say stay away.
Yeah.
If you aren't.
Definitely, and because it can be other things too. You might be thinking, oh, it was just like in an accident or something, so it looks fine, and it drives fine. It could have been flood damage, and then there's like electrical problems.
And
the
one
computer might be bad.
One way you can check that, I haven't even told you.
No.
One way you can check flood damage of how high the water got is you basically every carpet you pull up behind the gas pedals. The carpet literally just lays in cars. It's not like you have to like unbolt it or there's like little push pins or something. It lays in, so you fold it back, and a lot of times you can see the water line of how high it went up.
Came up,
and all the electronics will be right under the dash, right under the steering wheel column, and then there'll be more like there'll be like the speakers wouldn't be that big of a deal on the doors, because you can replace those cheap.
Once it climbs
but like radio and that wiring harness, if it shorts that out, it goes all the way to the computer.
Yeah.
So you can check your water line by just pulling back the right behind the floor, the brake or gas. You can pull it back and fold it back, and sometimes if it's sat long enough, you can see a water line.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Fun tip. Well, cool. Like I said this morning, we had a fantastic live call. If you guys want to join us and be a part of our private group, feel free to click the link below. We'd love to have you and just check it out and learn more about an investment market that you maybe have never tried out before. We're super passionate about cars. We talk about this every single day. I love having Weston out here. So yeah. And our Instagrams too.
Also?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Talk about, or you want me to talk about it?
Oh, the 30-day.
30-day challenge. What that is if you enroll in the course or whatever you want to be a part of this private community where you get private access to real-time videos where we can break down your deals, ask questions. If it's 2 in the morning and you post something and you want us to answer it, we'll answer the question as soon as we can. Caleb or I direct message them. There's different sections in the group chat. But anyways, it's a 30-day back, money guaranteed. So if you are unable to find a deal that in your area and successfully flip it for a product or a profit, then we will refund you your money. If you're unhappy, no questions asked. Really, nothing.
100%.
So
that's how confident we are that we'll help you find the best deal in your
and we want to give you that opportunity to make it feel safe, because I know it's a market that people are skittish in if they don't know.
Yeah.
And so that's basically something that we offer, no questions asked.
Nobody offers that. 100%.
No, yeah.
That's cool. Awesome. Oh, and our Instagrams, those are below as well. If you guys want to ask us any questions or contact us personally.
Track our flips.
Track our flips. Those are really fun too. Track our hooligan horsing around. That's fun too. So we're going to go race some GTRs right now. Stay tuned for that video.
Oh, yeah.
We storyboarded the
video. Peace. See you guys soon.
See you guys.